presentation of ABC Sports.
The heartbeat of LSU basketball is a big guy named O'Neal, all 7'1" of him. Arizona's basketball ticks right along with Chris Mills and Brian Williams. So it's a day for the big men as Arizona comes calling on LSU on ABC Sports College Basketball.
From the Pete Maravich Assembly Center on the campus of Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, better known locally as the Deaf Dome, one of those December games that'll have some echoes. Number 2, Arizona against number 18, LSU. Hello again, everybody. I'm Keith Jackson. Dale Brown, the head coach of the LSU basketball team, loves nothing better than David and Goliath. It's his favorite scenario. He's been here 19 years. He's been very successful. So if he likes it, he's got it today. Dick Vitale, he better have all kinds of tools in hand for his slingshot today.
Keith, he's going to need all the help in the world. He's a masterful motivator, probably the best motivator in college basketball. But when we talk about Arizona, we talk about a dynamite duo inside. I really believe when we talk about Arizona, Keith, from 1 to 12, they are the best team in the United States. UNLV has the best starting team in America. And when you look at Arizona, they got the power dynamite duo. Sean Rooks can score in the boxes, and Brian Williams is unbelievable. Shaquille O'Neal is the best pure physical talent in America. Will he get in foul trouble? That'll be the big question.
Can't beat Arizona with a one-horse wagon. You got to have some help for it. So we'll see what happens as number 2, Arizona, hits the road against number 18, LSU.
ABC's College Basketball. Brought to you by Radio Shack, America's technology store. Nobody compares. By Honda, maker of fine quality automobiles. Test drive a Honda at your local dealer today. And by Tylenol Cold. Nobody cares for your cold like Tylenol Cold.
And now before tip-off, here's Cheryl Miller.
Well, Keith, this will be the first time that these coaches have met as coaches since 1952 when they played against each other in a state tournament in North Dakota. Coach Olson played for the Grand Forks team, and Coach Brown played for St. Leo's High School. Well, that night, Coach Olson came away with the W, but you better believe, Keith, that today, Coach Brown is going to try to even up the series 1-1.
Those of you who missed the earlier game, Duke defeated Michigan 75-68.
No surprise at all, Keith. It's mediocre time right now for Michigan. They'll get back in the swing of it next year. They got some great recruits coming in.
There's Dale Brown, the head man of the LSU Tigers. He's been here, this is his 19th season. He is now the second winningest coach in the Southeastern Conference, the all-time winner at LSU. Lute Olson, given the time, I think at Arizona will probably go down in their book as the all-time winner.
Lute Mania is running rampant over in Tucson. He's got a phenomenal program, great deal of excitement. Hey, you talk about emotion. Mr. Emotion has to be Dale Brown. He came to us before the game and he said, I have that feeling.
Well, we were here with UNLV, and LSU upset them 107-105, but it's a little different cast this time.
We had a guy by the name of Jackson also, Chris Jackson.
The Tigers in the yellow, the home uniform. Griggs is a very quick youngster. Hugh takes it inside. O'Neal is doubled. Muscles it to the basket, misses the shot, and Brian Williams rebounds it for the dark-shirted Arizona Wildcats, and they run it for Chris Mills, missing.
The LSU Tigers are going to run up and down the court. They believe this year in a transition game.
Singleton, number 24 for LSU. Very key man for them. He's got to have a good ball game, but he's playing on two very sore legs. Griggs.
Not really a good shooter, an outstanding athlete with superb quickness. He was a red shirt. Brian Williams was checking Shaquille O'Neal. They're going to go right at Shaquille O'Neal. Zone defense. Good move by Dale Brown. Playing the zone, trying to protect Shaquille.
And a 2-3 matchup. Out in front, handling the ball, Muehlbach and Othick. Othick is 12, Muehlbach is 24.
Not spectacular, but a solid pair of guards. So they're going to try to get the ball inside the Rooks and let him take it right at Shaquille.
Hughes comes in on a trap. They save it. Give it to Rooks. Rooks goes in. Ball slapped off the board. Got away with it. Griggs to the corner.
And the first guy down the floor was Shaquille O'Neal.
Griggs again. Won't go. There's O'Neal. Whistle for the foul. Over the back.
See, that's the silly fouling he does, Keith. Last year he fouled out of 9 games. And what was significant about the 9 foul outs, they had a 6-foul rule. There it goes right now. Look at the block. Look at the excellent timing. He had the great timing on that play. And notice how Rooks took it right to him.
Go right at him. A lot of places that would have been a goaltending.
He has a history of getting into foul trouble. I don't believe the officials are really acclimated to dealing with so many big people.
They get preoccupied inside. They lose Chris Mills. He gets an easy 2.
Well, a breakdown defensively. They throw the diagonal pass right over the top of the defense. Mills wide open. Singleton's a solid player. He might be their most versatile player.
Williams is held by Singleton. They call it, however, out of bounds, Arizona.
Hey, Keith, Brian Williams can play with the best of them. He's quick to the basketball. He's had an unbelievable career. He's been all over America. He's the Marco Polo of college basketball, a traveling man. See, they're going to go right at Shaquille. He didn't even try to guard him.
Didn't make a move on Rooks that time, and Sean took an easy one.
Well, see, you can't play defense like that, not against an offensive player like Rooks. He's one of the best big offensive players in the country.
Singleton's second shot won't go down. Rebound Rooks. Out to Othick. It's 5-4. LSU leads by 1.
Everybody feels you can pressure the Arizona guards. I don't buy that. I think Muehlbach and Othick are solid.
Shot blocked. Muehlbach goes for it. Off him, out of bounds. T.J. Pugh, number 20 in yellow, is going to cause a lot of trouble because he's very quick and very tenacious.
There's Mr. Brown, the emotional one. There's the drive down the lane. No, 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 baby. That's rejection city. Notice how he used the left hand. Great timing by Shaq.
Sean Griggs out in front. T.J. Pugh came over from, he's born and raised here in Baton Rouge, but went to junior college and came back to play for Dale Brown. Griggs puts it up, won't go.
See, they're not even looking inside.
No.
The art of entering the ball to a postman is a special skill. And right now, LSU has to find a guy that can get him the basketball.
Singleton right now is on Williams. Williams got away from him and slams it home.
If they play man-to-man, they'll get carved. Too many mismatches. Size advantage plus the quickness. They rotated to the man-to-man, mismatch, threw the ball over the top to Brian Williams.
Arizona responds with a 2-3 zone.
They play that matchup, and they play it well. What I mean by a matchup, you play a man in a specific area of the floor.
Hanson doesn't draw iron. Ball, however, rebounded by Singleton. Forces the shot, and somehow it goes in. They're going to wave it off.
He got frustrated right there. Shaquille O'Neal was frustrated, and then he went to the offensive glass. See, watch from the slam cam. We're going to take a look from up on top. There's the little jump hook in the lane. Now here comes Shaq, right over the top. You notice, Keith, they have not made one direct entry into the post. If we were to chart post entries, they haven't made one yet to Shaquille.
Awful lot of defensive contact inside by LSU. Ball knocked out of bounds by Singleton.
I like Singleton. I'll tell you what, very active player. As a freshman, he played the center position with Chris Jackson, and they were definitely in the David role that year. They weren't Goliath like last year.
Singleton right now against Williams. O'Neal's over there with Rooks. You're going to get a substitution for LSU. Boudreau comes into the ball game, and O'Neal's going to go sit down for a moment. Off the front iron, rebound, Singleton playing with 2 groin pulls. Very sore. Good passing inside for Hanson, won't go down. On the rebound, it's Boudreau. Boudreau playing kind of flat-footed inside, but gets the rebound.
Boudreau is a gifted athlete. Good pressure on a basketball. They're really small now without Shaquille with 2 fouls.
Off Arthur can't get it to drop.
Boudreau's got to become a real heavy horse on the glass now for LSU.
Fumbles that one out of bounds.
They really don't have a rhythm offensively. See, Shaquille's got 2 fouls already, and that is a nightmare as he comes back on the floor. And there's a look at Mr. Olson.
And you got a timeout. 15:33 to go in the first half. Arizona to the lead, 6-5.
Some news from the University of Miami. Athletic Director Sam Jankovich has been offered the job as the general manager of the New England Patriots. He would replace Pat Sullivan. The Patriots 1-11. Let's go back to Keith and Dick.
Well, you're a football man. Will he take it?
No, I don't think so.
You think Sam will stay on a collegiate level?
Well,
He's always had that taste.
I'd be surprised if he goes to New England.
They really need some help up there. I think they need more than Sam Jankovich's. They better get some football players.
You work yourself to death getting that place back, that house back in order.
Sam can't run with the football, and he can't throw it. I'll guarantee you that.
He's one of the better ADs in America right now. I've known him 25 years or longer. They trade turnovers here. And Othick brings it up in a hurry. Muehlbach puts it up, won't go down.
See, right now, if I'm Arizona, I go right at O'Neal. He's got 2 fouls. I drive the basketball right at him, try to get the driving angle. See, go right to Rooks.
Take it, keep it inside. Rooks pumps it up good.
He'll have a field day, Keith, because there's Matador defense right now. Shaquille afraid to get the 3rd foul. Doesn't even put a hand up.
3-point lead for the Arizona Wildcats as Pugh brings it up. Griggs, and now to the corner you've got Hansen. Hansen working the little man along the baseline from corner to corner. Good shooter.
They're looking to try to throw the ball over the top. See, they got to find a way to get the ball inside to Shaquille.
There's one.
Triple team him. They triple team him.
I'll tell you one thing, there's the consistency of officiating. Down at this end, it's rough as the dickens, and down here, it's not. So they're playing a little differently on each end of the court.
Keith, look at this right here. A triple team. See, no yellow shirts moving without the basketball. 3 people inside with O'Neal. Somebody's got to cut to the goal for the wide open shot. Hey, we're getting word now that he only has 1 foul.
He has 1 foul, yeah.
They've changed it. He has 1 foul. I thought they definitely had that other one as a second when he climbed over the back. That's good news for Dale Brown.
Sean Rooks got the last foul for Arizona. It was a body contact foul.
This young man is unbelievable. After the game, he's going to work with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar today as he misses both free throws and work on developing a hook shot.
Mills drives the baseline. Reverse won't go down. Back up it goes by Chris Mills, and you get a foul called on Griggs.
Well, the Kentucky transfer adds a new dimension to this basketball team. He gives them an outside-inside player. He's a good perimeter player. He can shoot the 3. He was the most valuable player, and he carried the gold trophy back home to Tucson after the NIT preseason championship with that big win over an outstanding Arkansas team.
At the foul line today. Williams is going to go out now. A couple of changes coming in for Arizona. Womack comes in to replace Williams. Rooks will go sit down as well, and Stokes will replace him. But you don't lose a lot.
There's the chronological order of what happened with Mr. Mills in the transfer. Everybody's documented it. You see it right there. Mr. Mills is now wearing that uniform down in Arizona, and they're certainly happy to have him. Here comes full court pressure.
Womack, very, very quick. Stokes, a 7-footer. He's also very quick. Now they drop back into their zone. Out in front.
Back into that matchup defense. Guard a man in the area of the floor. Hansen can shoot the ball. He's one guy in their option on a perimeter. You want to shoot it. Swing it to Hansen. They're bringing it to the...
Inside O'Neal.
That's a man. Great agility, mobility. Kareem smiles. After the game, he takes that clinic from Kareem. He worked with Bill Walton for 4
Mills
days.
is wide open. Gives it away to Stokes. Who got it?
Stokes has been really coming on. Lute Olson told me this morning he has really improved since the NIT. He's getting a lot of playing time now.
Try the lob too high off the backboard. Wildcats will run it. Here goes Muehlbach. Ball skipped over his head out of bounds by T.J. Pugh.
You know, it's really frustrating in college basketball, Keith, that players don't work on a skill of passing the basketball and the free throw line. It's amazing.
Some do, and they usually win championships. Stokes on a turnaround. Short off the iron.
Nice when you can get a Stokes off the bench at 7 feet. He's very
like
quick.
that, huh?
Wow, and Wayne Womack, they got a great second team.
Stokes with a little jumper, and it's Arizona 13-7.
See, he's not even making an effort to play defense in here, and that's a no-no. With his size and his intimidation ability, he's got to get a hand up Shaquille.
Chris Mills clears it. Othick moves it.
Lute Olson doesn't like that. If there's one complaint with Matt Othick's game, Lute feels he tries to get a little bit too spectacular. 11-2 run in the last 5 minutes by Arizona.
Singleton with Pugh to bring it up. Henson's only taken one shot. He's supposed to be their outside gunner.
Yeah, they're not even bringing the ball over to his side. Good scouting report by Arizona. They're shading Hanson. They got to find a way to get some shots for him. Run a screen. He's an excellent shooter.
There they set him up. But he's picked up.
He has dual citizenship from out of Spain. His parents still live in Spain, Hanson.
Pugh has some room. Can't get it. That's Muehlbach inside to rebound it.
Muehlbach's just a guard. You can talk about point guards. And defining a guard, whether a guy's a point guard or a second guard, Muehlbach can play either guard slot. He's a combo guard. See, they're always looking for the 45-degree angle, which is the excellent pass inside. There's the head fake, and there's the ball knocked out of bounds. He said, wow.
Sims is coming in for the first time today. Boudreau goes back and sits down. O'Neal gets a brief respite and comes right back in. Singleton leaves for LSU.
Well, they bring in some size now. This guy started for most of his first 3 years, but because of their style of play, he's being victimized. They want to run up and down the court, and he doesn't have that kind of quickness, Wade Sims. I think they need him today. They need his beef inside.
Ball is slapped away. Hanson picks it up. Pass to Pugh. Got it.
Nice move by Hanson to get the ball to T.J. Pugh. Transfer from out of Garden City West, out of Kansas, the school that produced Keith Smart, who played for Bobby Knight and hit that unbelievable shot to beat Syracuse in 1980.
Caleb Reeves, number 3 in the lineup for Arizona. True freshman out of New York City.
Oh, get it out of here, baby.
Picked up by Griggs.
Flip it up to Shaquille. Flip it up to him.
Open. Hanson in among the trees is fouled.
Keith, all they had to do was flip the lob up to Shaquille, and the Death Dome would have rocked. The Dunkometer would have exploded.
Darren Johnson, number 23, is in the lineup now for Arizona. Timeout, 11:27 to go first half, 13-9, the Wildcats lead.
Welcome back. Our score here, Arizona leading 13-9 over LSU. And with me is a man who needs no introduction, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem, you've had a chance to talk to Shaquille O'Neal. What's some of the advice you've been giving him?
Well, I didn't give him much advice. It's mainly just social talk. We got together last night after the game. They played Chapman College.
Where have you seen, I mean, he is only 18 years old. Are you surprised at how good he is at this age?
Well, I think he's got great potential. He's a good athlete, and he has good instincts for the game. I think he'll do a lot of progress.
All right, thank you very much, Kareem. Let's go to you, Keith.
O'Neal just threw one down, and you got a foul whistle. I think it was Mills.
He made an excellent drop step inside, caught the ball down in deep. They make that good entry down in the post. I really believe those are the 5 best right now, big people in that order, in terms of playing down in the post. We look at Shaquille, Alonzo I love, Christian Laettner, inside, outside, Brian Williams, and Mutombo.
Missed the free throw. Mills brings it up, 13-11, Arizona by 2. Williams fumbles it. Hanson picks it up and saves it.
I like Sims on that floor. I believe he gives him a strong body on that baseline. He can shoot the ball as well.
Rebound comes outside to Reeves. Reeves can move it for you. Misses. Rebound. Williams.
Reeves might be the best pure backcourt talent they have at Arizona out of New York City.
Boudreau to O'Neal.
He brought the ball down. He made himself 5'10" instead of 7'1", Key, instead of catching the ball and going right to the basket. See, this is a no-no. You're 7'1". See how he brings the ball down? Little Othick can play him. He made himself 5'10". I could even guard him there. He brings it down. He's got to take that thing right up to the basket. What a future. Are we looking at a future here that's unreal?
I don't know. 18 years old.
Pete, no doubt about it. I mean, last night they played Chapman College. We have to indicate Chapman's coached by Bob Boyd, a good friend of yours from out of University of Southern Cal, where he had all that fame. In fact, he had a great team one year, 24-2, lost 2 games to Kareem, and they couldn't get in the tournament.
Mills.
See, with Sims on the floor, they got a big guy at least to put a body on Brian Williams.
Rooks back inside as the ball.
Look at him handle it. Look at him handle it. Look at him handle it. Are you serious? Are you serious? He makes himself look like Magic Johnson.
14-13. Tigers go back to the lead.
You watch the 7'1" in transition handling the ball. You're laughing your head off here.
Rooks and a foul.
Oh, I can't believe it, Keith. 7'1", 285 pounds. Here he comes up with the loose ball. There he is, Shaquille. Look at the new Magic. And now look at him handling a rock, baby. And there's a little dump down. See, he drew the defense. Great instincts with the ball. He has to develop a hook shot.
I don't fall down in all this adulation. I resist it because I still say he's 18 years old. He's got to have some time to grow.
Oh, I know, but you still got to appreciate his talents. His talents are just unreal at that age. Ed Brooks on that line, he can score.
Back to the lead, the Wildcats. 15-14 at 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half. Sims, the big man, 44, is in there. He's your blocking back.
Yeah, I like him on the floor.
Takes up a lot of room. That's Hansen out of the corner. Won't go. Rebound, Rooks. Othick tries to throw it up, and they eat him up, and here comes O'Neal again. This time he takes it in and misses the shot.
Score the basket.
They'll count it.
He is agile, he is mobile, and that big fella is not fragile. Can you imagine this guy handling a ball in the open court? Look at this.
Well, I tell you, Othick showed good sense. He got out of the way, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, but Rooks could have taken the charge.
Yes, he could have.
Rooks could have taken the charge. See, they forgot to go inside of Rooks. They got to drive the ball right at Rooks.
Ulbach can't get it. O'Neal rebounds it again. Lob ahead to Hansen.
Get it to him on a baseline. They're doubling him up inside.
LSU leads 18-15 on Sims' basket.
You're going to get all kinds of wide open shots if you're a forward for LSU because of the presence of O'Neal.
Inside it goes to Rooks. Ball knocked away by the Tigers. And Pugh to the corner for Hansen open.
He can shoot it.
Hasn't hit one yet.
But he is a shooter, Keith. He's the kind of guy I'd want to keep shooting the basketball.
Inside Williams against Sims. Won't go.
Oh, that's not a good play.
Mills gets a free one.
Not a good play for you kids watching. You never throw the ball inbounds from your baseline under the other team's basket. Bad play right there.
1 point lead for the Tigers.
See, it also takes the crowd out of the game. It breaks down that little momentum.
Hansen back to Sims.
I like Sims. Said a little bit earlier, I felt he good presence, good move by Dale Brown, getting in the experienced big body in Wayne Sims.
Ball almost stolen by a very quick Hansen.
Dale Brown is some motor.
Hills for three, no. Rebound, Rooks. O'Neal gets it out of there.
brought Bill Walton here for 4 days earlier this year to work with O'Neal how to play in a post.
Got a bounce. Sims.
They got to guard Sims. He can shoot the ball. This place is rocking and rolling, Keith. The Death Dome.
Brooks.
Notice how Shaquille just backs away from him, lets him get the ball in that deep. He can score all day with the way he's playing defense on that box.
Right.
See, Shaquille wants the 45-degree angle. And
Boudreau got it. 3 points.
I'll tell you one thing, they're forwards. I'd love to play with O'Neal. You're wide open. They're going to let you shoot the perimeter shot. Boudreau knocks it down. He was a parade All-American in high school, Boudreau.
That's a foul
State of
on Boudreau.
Mr. Basketball in Louisiana, a gifted athlete who hasn't just found himself yet. He's a red shirt.
Williams out, Rooks out, Stokes and Womack come in. We've got a timeout at 6:45 to go first half. Tomorrow, special edition of ABC's Wide World of Sports. From Hawaii, the most grueling event of its kind, the Bud Light Ironman Triathlon World Championship. Plus the world's top male gymnasts competing for the all-around gold at the World Cup Gymnastics Championships, 4 Eastern, 3 Central and Pacific. ABC's Wide World of Sports.
You know, Arizona 7-0. As you look at Shaquille on that sideline, he was really looking at his eye a little bit earlier. Stamina. I really wonder about stamina. You know, yesterday they played
Well, that's
Chapman
part of it.
College.
See, that's what I keep talking about. He's not an mountain climber yet.
He's got time. Time is on his side.
Absolutely. By he's 20, it'll be terrifying.
You know, yesterday they played Chapman College 17 hours earlier.
Optic won't go. Hugh, long lead, Hansen.
Got it. That was a great pass. Great catch by Hansen to protect the basketball. He had 42 as a freshman at the University of Tennessee Martin against LSU.
Biggest lead of the game here.
And then decided to transfer.
There, he had what did you say, 40 points?
42.
Yeah, 42. Inside, Womack gets a bounce.
Wayne Womack was a starter last year, earlier in the year. Really has improved his ability to play on a perimeter as well as inside. Lute Olson, a big fan of Wayne Womack.
I think one of the big differences was Sims came into the ball game. Sims out there with O'Neal takes up a lot of real estate.
Yeah, he gave him a great lift because he could shoot the ball as well, 15 feet.
Rebound, Stokes for Arizona. Wildcats in the dark blue. Mills, quick pass inside. Womack, he's fouled by Boudreau.
They don't lose anything when they bring Womack in, and they execute so well. Lute Olson really has the high percentage offensive system. He has great discipline on the floor. What an amazing job. He took over the program. They were 1-17 in the league. He's won 4 Pac-10 championships, 3 conference championships, an amazing run, 1988, the Final Four, finally won by Danny and the Miracles, Larry Brown in Kansas.
So far, the Arizona guards have not produced any points.
Yeah, they really look inside a lot. They got to shoot the little wide open jump shot because they're both capable of shooting it. Optic and also Muehlbach.
5-point lead now for LSU at 5.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Dale Brown trying to buy some time with Shaquille on that sideline. Should use that clock a little bit. Look at Sims, that big wide body. Can he lay a screen? Almost had an illegal screen. He can't move.
Boudreau over Mills. Rebound taken out by Muehlbach. They'll bring it down to the floor. That's what'll happen to you. Pugh picks his pocket.
Yeah, so many big people make themselves too small down in the post. Oh, great head fake.
Sims missed it and knocked it out of bounds.
He's a smooth player, Sims. Started as a freshman and a sophomore. Lost his starting job last year.
Sean Griggs comes back into the ball game for LSU, and Boudreau goes out.
Shaquille getting those ribs wrapped up.
A lot of contact on that floor today. A lot of big people out there.
A little different than yesterday against Chapman College.
And they're letting them play. Stokes with a turnaround.
He's got a nice little touch inside. He started the last 16 games last year. Can you imagine bringing off the bench a guy like Stokes and Womack?
Was 9. It's now 3. 28-25. Sims fall away.
Good 15-foot range. Excellent touch. He reminds me of another Wayne years and years ago. Wayne Edwards.
Yeah, he does a little bit. You're absolutely right.
Now the general manager of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look at Wayne. I'm giving you some PR. He looks like he can play tight end down here for this football program. There's Sims, that big wide body.
Curly Hallman may be after him, too.
Nice little fadeaway jumper. Curly did such a great job at Southern Mississippi. Anytime you could beat Auburn and Alabama on the road, that led him to the ticket here in LSU. Joe Dean signed him.
Here's another 7-footer coming into the ball game. Geert Hammack. He's a Dutchman.
Dale Brown's the world traveler. P.J. Carlissimo of Seton Hall really right now is a guy that goes all over the world for players.
Chris Mills makes it.
I don't know your feelings as we look at Dale, Keith. I have no problem with the foreign player as long as they start as freshmen and complete their 4 years. It's the hired gun, the guy that comes in for 1 year and then disappears. I don't buy that at all.
Yeah, but how do you police it? 30-27, 3-point lead LSU. Here is Cheryl.
Thanks a lot, Keith and Dick. I'll tell you what happened. Shaquille O'Neal, on the last timeout, came over. He was almost doubled over. He was complaining about some cramps in his stomach. They wrapped him up, and they diagnosed it as having a pulled stomach muscle. But, you know, they said he's going to be able to get back in the game very soon.
Inside, they go to Hammack. On the baseline, Griggs has no room and steps on the line.
See, that's where you need awareness to your offensive set. There was no way you could make that pass there. The baseline was an extra defensive player.
Timeout, 3:52, and they're wondering about the injury to the big man of LSU.
Welcome back to our studios in New York. Coming up at a halftime, Beth Ruyak will have a look at this man, Shaquille O'Neal. Dick Vitale can't say enough about him. Let's get back to Dick.
Well, go, Dick. He's back on the floor right now, Mr. O'Neal. Came out of San Antonio, Texas. There's the full court trap. They've been using that this year. A good diagonal pass. They got a 2-on-1 right now. See, he's not putting a hand up defensively. He had the angle for the block shot right there. He's got to protect that basket.
Reeves steals it. Moskovitz lets him go in for the basket.
I like Reeves. I think Reeves is going to be an outstanding college guard. He was the MVP last year in a McDonald's prestigious All-American game with all the outstanding high school players.
Danny Moskovitz came from Israel, from the Army.
Oh,
to play basketball.
I was talking to Kareem today before the game about how when Shaquille plays against someone his size, we look at Dale Brown, who wants him to develop that hook shot, he shoots that ball right in their face. He's got to get a hook shot. Oh, great timing.
Arizona playing sloppy basketball right now.
LSU really hustling and scrapping, using their quickness. See, right there, the good little hook shot down the lane really can help him. Singleton really giving him a spark.
LSU hanging on by a 3-point lead. O'Neal spoiled that. Cross-court pass. They got a man wide open. Griggs.
He's a quick jumper. He's their quickest player. He's an explosive player. He's Mr. Basketball in Louisiana 2 years ago. As the 1-2-2-1 press.
Darren Johnson misses. Stokes misses.
Look at
the
this.
tip. Monday on ABC Sports, Bo Jackson and the Raiders go to Michigan to take on the Detroit Lions. LA in a battle for the AFC West crown. Detroit struggling this season, but that run and shoot, you never know. Halftime, ABC Sports will announce the members of the Silver Anniversary Super Bowl team.
They're using that 1-2-1-1 press, Keith, very effectively trapping, and they have Shaquille as the deep guy, as the intimidator back there. And they got great quickness up front. So you got the angle to the baseline. They had the angle for the entry to the baseline. They really got a drill on the effective lob to the baseline to O'Neal.
Arizona, nothing outside.
Mills is really going to down Johnson today. Up and down, was brilliant in that NIT. He's really not been involved here this afternoon. See, he wants the lob to the baseline.
That's a clean block, looked like, by Mills. Looked like all ball from here. Let's see it.
Shaquille is trying to direct the pass. He's trying to direct the pass to the base. Look, look, look. He's saying make the pass to the corner. He wants it. See, now he wants the ball to the baseline. Flip it up. Look like all ball, except he's an All-American. When you're an All-American, you get away with those calls. I tell you, Keith, it was scary last night watching him play against Chapman College in the minutes he got.
I could imagine.
And it's a difference of night and day right now with Chapman in Arizona. So different, I really believe it's like Roseanne Barr singing the national anthem or Pavarotti singing the national anthem. That's how much difference you have between those two clubs. There goes Shaquille on the free throw line. I talk about my All-American team. I surround this guy with the two forwards. He converts that free throw from out of UNLV, Johnson and Augman, Kenny Anderson and Steve Smith in the backcourt. Oh, nice look.
Griggs foul.
Good look the opposite way. You enter the ball into the post, make the backdoor cut. Looks with that good look. He knows he draws attention. See, right now, there's the backdoor cut. Griggs with his great quickness gets back, takes away the layup, makes him go to the free throw line.
O'Neal's out.
Here's Dale Brown. Dale's very emphatic about the fact that he believes Shaquille will definitely finish college.
Hammett replaces him and gets another 7-footer in on the boards.
And Womack with that nice little touch. You know, there's a new rule now that the NCAA provides the finances for anybody who's defined as a first or second round pick in football and basketball. They can get insurance. He has insurance worth about $3 million on him, and then he pays back the NCAA without any interest when he becomes a pro. I think that's a great idea.
Well, the only thing that I see in American sports today is how many times young people are exposed to pressures they're not ready to handle. And that's probably one of the great reasons he should stay in school for a while.
Well, Bill Walton stayed in school, and certainly Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yep.
His dad is emphasizing getting an education. His dad's in the military. They're killing time right here.
Griggs works in there, finds some room, gives it to Hammett, and he scores it, but they wave it off and call it foul the other way.
They get a charge on Griggs. Left his feet. Arizona, well coached by Lute Olson, does an excellent job rotating over defensively. Here's Griggs. Now watch the rotation over defense. We're going to see the driving angle. He splits the seam. Oh, there's Brian Williams right there. Maybe a little acting.
Griggs 3 fouls. He's the only Tiger with any foul trouble at all. 35 seconds to go in the first half.
There's the rules right there, the NCAA Disability Insurance Program. You're projected as a first or second rounder. As a maximum for basketball, 2.7. I think that's a great, great rule. I'd like to see them also adopt a rule where the kids can get advice at their respective schools from maybe some local people in law to help them make some decisions rather than have all those sleazy characters out there trying to prey upon these youngsters. Help to alleviate some of that. You'll never eliminate it.
3-point lead for LSU. They want to hold it now and go to the clubhouse with at least that many.
Go to a spread offense, trying to get into an isolation, a one-on-one maneuver. Take advantage of some quickness.
Lanier Burns, 21 in the ball game right now for the Tigers, adding quickness.
And he can shoot the ball. Burns has got a pretty good touch. He's a redshirt from last year.
Sims almost loses. 5 seconds, lets it go. Rebound is outside.
Not the shot you really wanted. Poor
And
job,
the half is over.
Poor job of executing down the stretch.
Halftime, LSU 38, Arizona 35.
Shooting the ball really well. We look here, no place like home. LSU naturally loves the Maravich Center. Most clubs love their home court. I mean, that's a natural in basketball.
Well, they got 53, 54 in a row at home themselves.
Yeah, down in the McHale. We look here at the stats. 0 for 6 from three-point range for Arizona. Their guards have to hit that perimeter shot. Muehlbach's a much better shooter than we've seen. We look at rebound in Arizona, out-rebounding them 25 to 18. They've turned the ball over 12 times. Shooting 39% for Arizona, normally a better than 50% shooting team under Lute Olson, but they really know how to finish games. Arizona excels in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Arizona hasn't scored a basket outside of 10 feet. Nothing from the guards. None of the guards have scored.
I think the guards are so used to counting on the big people that maybe the concentration isn't there in shooting the ball, because Othnick and Muehlbach are much better shooters than the numbers indicate.
Othnick gets his first basket.
Well, they cleared out. They ran a little clear out one-on-one move, and I think that's a great call by Lute Olson to put some confidence in the guards. It's the first basket by either Muehlbach or Othnick.
Griggs is short off the iron, and it's Arizona ball. The other thing in LSU's corner, though, Hansen, who is their best outside shooter, has done virtually nothing so far in the ball game either.
Yeah, he hasn't really been able to get the good shot. If you look at Dale, Dale really loves the big games, loves the role of David, does an amazing job there. You know, he's outlasted 6 football coaches.
Brooks drives on O'Neal.
See, taking the ball right at the big guy. He has to learn how to make the good block. He has to learn how to get the angle and not use his body in contact and not try to block every shot.
Into the game for the Tigers, number 32.
Moment with Cheryl Miller.
Well, Keith and Dick, offensively, the coaches for Arizona felt that they were very tentative. They were just a bit out of sync, but they must be more aggressive. Plus, defensively, they need to play better transition defense. Let's see if Arizona can get it together in the second half.
That's pretty sloppy about halfway through.
You know, Dale Brown, 2 years ago, they played Georgetown, the Hoyas. 54,000 fans over at the Superdome as we watched the tip. And Dale pulled out a big win over the Hoyas and stopped the Hoyas from being #1 in the nation that day when he beat them. He just loves these kind of games. And we've got Lute Olson from Mayville, a little farm out in North Dakota. Played against Dale Brown, as we showed earlier, in high school in a state championship game, and Luke got the best of it.
Game is all even at 38 now. Hansen holds it outside. You've got Singleton working inside with the big guy O'Neal. Ball is knocked away from Singleton. Othnick on a move, blindsided. Down he goes. Boudreau all alone.
There he is. Cecilia High School was a parade high school All-American. They're waiting for him to arrive. Mr. Boudreau. It's in his 3rd year now. Was a red shirt his 1st year. Proposition 48.
Hugh almost came up with another steal. He's been very active. Williams.
They got to get the ball into Williams. He's so quick down in the box inside. Played at Maryland as a freshman. Was the premier freshman in the ACC, and then became the traveling man. They're a different team without O'Neal on that floor.
When he comes back, well, he's got that full stomach muscle apparently, and what Dale's trying to do is use him on offense and Boudreau on defense.
Kareem told me that he had conversations with him. I drove over here yesterday from the airport with Kareem. Said he spoke to him twice on the phone, and he had conversations with him. Look at him shooting that ball down. Not a good arc right there on his shot, but he got away with it. And he said he advised him to stay in school, basically.
Blocks the shot, catches the ball, dribbles it up court, feeds it to the corner. Hansen's open, back to O'Neal. Double teamed, missed the shot. Rebound Singleton, he's blocked. And finally, the Wildcats get it.
They wanted to call.
Mills.
Chris Mills, what a talent. What a talent. Dale Brown cannot believe no call. He said, this is our home.
Even at 42 again.
Chris Mills has got to be a little bit more consistent.
Hansen can't buy one today. That's a foul. Probably Williams.
And he's such a pure shooter as Williams gets called for the foul. Played for Bob Wade at Maryland. Played in 3 high schools. Look, I'm trying to be a politician.
Next Saturday, ABC Sports, New York Life champions, 30 top money winners on the Senior PGA Tour for a piece of $1 million pie. And at 4 Eastern, 3 Central and Pacific, ABC Sports, regional coverage, college basketball, Larry Johnson leading the UNLV Running Rebels into Michigan State against the Spartans. Or Kenny Anderson and Georgia Tech against Temple.
Steve Smith's got to really come to play against UNLV. He's got to give Judd Heathcote a great performance. They've been beaten by Nebraska and by Bowling Green, Michigan State.
Nebraska's beaten a lot of people.
Nebraska beat Creighton the other day. Danny Nee's done a great job. They could contend in that Big 8. I really believe that.
Rooks foul, can't get the shot.
Sean Rooks really upset. He wanted that baby to go down. He's had a problem in the past in his career, Keith. You and I were talking about it when we saw him as a freshman with his stamina. He had a problem with stamina, but they say that's really improved.
A little asthmatic problem of a sort. They've sorted it out, apparently.
Lute Olson certainly right now has to be recognized as one of the premier coaches in the nation. Lute GQ, Mr. Olson. I mean, you talk about a dapper dresser. He and his lovely wife, Barbara, celebrated their anniversary recently. I'm not going to say how many years. He's so good looking. Look at that.
Williams on a rebound. Can't get it. Ball tipped out by O'Neal. That's T.J. Pugh. Good pass. Chris Singleton. Count it.
T.J. Pugh running the ball up the floor. Pugh, the junior college guard. They were in search of guard play. They lost Chris Jackson. Lost Maurice Williamson academically. Little Kuzi style. The hook pass. Former Holy Cross All-American has the reverse layup. See, once you go in that reverse situation, you use the basket as a protector. You use the net as a protector.
Ulbach got the foul. 1-point lead for LSU. 44-43. Singleton makes it no. He misses.
Dale had all the adjectives ready to roll last night and today, this morning in preparation. He entertained us at breakfast today, and he told me flat out, I have that feeling, Dick, my kids are going to be mentally, emotionally, and physically ready to play.
He played very well.
I'd like to play for him. He put so much excitement. Look at the big wins he's had over the years. In fairness to UNLV, they played without a fair player that game by the name of Stacey Orton.
Moses Curry, too.
2-2-1 press. He's got to shoot this
three-pointer. Nope. Rebound comes to Pugh.
He's got the trailer. Flip it back to O'Neal. He said, no, Shaquille gets too much PR, baby. He said, this is mine.
The three-point LSU lead. Williams.
Oh, what an explosive Jam City.
LSU by 1. Time remaining in the game, 16-20.
Arizona's got some
stolen by Mulbach.
Give it up. Get it back.
Missed the shot and the foul.
Simplest play in basketball, the simple give and go.
Yeah,
I give it, I go without it. The little give and go, stay a little bit wider than the lane. Smart play right now by Mulbach. See, they stay a little bit wider than the foul lane. The reason for that is so that one defensive player cannot play both guys.
He got a little too far under.
He's not really shooting well, Mulbach, Keith. He's 7 for 25 from three-point range this year. Last year, he was a 43% shooter from three-point range.
First point today.
In fact, last year, he was 66 for 152 in my research in three-point range, 43%, 7 for 25 this year.
Arizona back to the lead by 1, 47-46.
I like Lute Olson's approach, though. Let's play against the good people. Don't be afraid of traveling. Get a true evaluation. Mike Krzyzewski is the same way. Ricky Pitino has got a month to remember with Kentucky. I think that's how you find out how good you are.
This is one of your better-known snake pits. There's no question about it. You can test the character here. Three-pointer.
Wide open. I mean, he is wide open.
Yep.
See, right now they need a big basket. Right now they should have a structured set play, and the ball's got to go to the big guy. You got to get the good angle.
Stokes is checking him right now.
And throw the ball up to him.
He just shoved Stokes out of the way.
He's unstoppable if he can catch the ball in that area of the floor, and he has excellent hands. See, look at Stokes now trying to front him. He's trying to play three-quarter, and they're going to get help from the weak side. Throw the ball over the top, and he's attacked by 3 people. Here comes a mugging. That's a bigger mugging than New York Times Square.
Too strong. It takes a mugging to get him down. Arizona 0 for 8 in three-point shooting. LSU 3 for 12. Neither very good, but Arizona nothing.
I'll tell you, some team in the SEC that will shoot the 3. Ricky Pitino and his Bombinos, Kentucky. Alabama, what's happened to Wim Sanderson's team, Keith? They lose to Wichita State. Wichita State couldn't beat Dartmouth.
On the road again.
Can you imagine interviewing Wimp after that, baby?
Won't go down. O'Neal tries. Won't go down. Do it again. Singleton got it.
Singleton is so active.
They got away with it.
Yeah, he did get away with interference. Singleton, I really like his activity. He is so active. There's a look from the slam cam. Watch the action inside. Ball rolling up on the rip. Ooh.
Come on. Give me a break. Foul on T.J. Pugh. T.J.'s got 3 now. Womack goes to the basket. Won't go down. Somebody reached up inside and knocked that one out of there. Out of the corner, Hansen. Won't go for it. Rebound Rooks.
Hansen's job is to shoot the perimeter jumper. He's trying to make the spectacular play.
Muehlbach forcing the play inside, gets the foul.
Dale Brown.
Tomorrow night, Colombo's back on the case in an all-new mystery special, teaching a course on the perfect crime when the classroom turns into the murder scene. Robert Culp guest with Peter Falk. Colombo goes to college tomorrow night at 9, 8 Central on ABC. Pugh now with 4 personal fouls.
That's an area they have a problem. They're bringing in Danny Moskovitz. They found him in Israel through a former player, Willie Sims, who played here as an outstanding player as a 6th man, is playing in Israel, and he called his coach up. He said, we got a kid here, Moskovitz, who can play. I love Dale's story about his SAT scores. That was a great story. He told him, son, you have to get 700 on the SATs to be eligible here. He said, that's no problem, coach. I just took the math section. He said, you got to take the verbal. He said, well, I got 780 in math, so I don't have to worry about it.
The free throws gives Arizona a 1-point lead, 49-48, 14-40 to play in the ball game. Wayne Sims. Sims with the force in the first half. That one won't go for it. O'Neal stays up there with it. Puts it back up again. Won't get it. Well, they had 4 shots at it. 5 shots, 6 shots. Finally, Arizona gets it.
That's amazing. Amazing. They're out clawing and out scratching and out hustling on the glass. The Arizona big people.
Womack. No. Williams inside. He's fouled.
I like Brian Williams' quickness to the basketball. He's much quicker this year, going to the ball. He's a lateral rebounder, not a rebounder who just rebounds in the direction of the basketball. He'll go get it laterally. Third. There's Womack with a little wide open jump shot. Now here comes Williams from the weak side. So he's going to bring the ball back in. Shaquille says, oh, that's a tough call on Shaquille. That is a tough call on Shaq.
There have been more obvious ones, haven't there? 49-48 Arizona at 14:09.
Keith, we so often hear about points of emphasis, the principle of verticality. Shaquille O'Neal is entitled to that defensive position. And if the offensive player, there's the principle of verticality, makes contact with the defensive player, the foul is on the offensive player. As far as I'm concerned, that should have been a no call. There was no foul on Williams. There should have been no foul on Shaquille O'Neal.
O'Neal stays in the game with 3 fouls. I think Dale Brown right now a little concerned that Arizona might be pumped up and ready to make a run for the first time in the ball game, really.
They've been an outstanding stretch team. They had a great spurt against Arkansas when Arkansas had a technical foul called on Oliver Miller. They were up in command, and then all of a sudden Arizona was a different basketball team.
That's Boudreau handling the ball against Williams. Sims comes out to get it. Henson finds a lane. To the corner it goes for Boudreau.
I like Boudreau. I think Boudreau can be a key player for LSU during the course of the season. Got an injury here on Williams. Looks like his ankle. He's found some stability now. It's the first time he's been in a program for an extended period of time. 3 years. Penetration by Hansen. He drives, he draws. Now he's going to dish the rock to the corner. Here comes Boudreau. Squares his body, 6'9", good rotation, good follow through.
Womack in, Stokes in, Brooks stays in for Arizona. Othick handling the ball out in front.
Who also does an excellent job of rotating his big people. And the great thing about that, you always have competition, which makes people better.
Stokes will get that foul. Fouls Moskovitz. And for Stokes, his first.
That's a football game, baby. Army leading. Look at this one.
Georgia Southern wins again. How about that?
Without Hurt.
Rebound cleared out by Muehlbach. LSU with 16 fouls. Arizona with 4. Rebound outside Henson. Guards have not produced today for the Wildcats offensively.
Sloppy play right here. Sloppy 3-on-2. Hit the wing. Use the bounce pass. They got O'Neal. They got O'Neal. Flip it up to Shaquille.
Boudreau got it.
Hey, Boudreau's got the hot hand.
LSU's back on top by 1.
Dale Brown at his best. Emotion. Loves the role of David. Playing against Goliath.
Lanier Burns, 21, coming into the ball game, replacing Hansen at a guard position for LSU.
I think that's a great move by Dale Brown. He's struggling shooting the ball. Could be a little fatigued from playing last night. 17 hours ago they played here a basketball game.
Womack takes it in.
Poor job of rotating defensively. No one rotated over for LSU to close the driving line.
Womack has 10 points now.
Dale tried to be a good friend to his buddy. Bob Boyd played him last night. So he's got to get a better arc on that shot.
In the melee underneath, they're able to deflect the ball off of the Wildcat. And the Tigers will play it.
See that little hook shot.
You let him get that into the paint, forget it.
That's a 3S man right there. Super scintillating and sensational, Mr. O'Neal.
1-point lead for LSU. Brooks has the ball stripped away by O'Neal.
Remember, O'Neal's got 3. 3 personal fouls. Screen and roll, they got Rooks. They had Rooks wide open. Dump it into Rooks.
Womack loses the ball. And they whistle a foul on Othick. Well, Dale Brown's got him playing now just like he wants him to play.
Well, he's in the position he wanted to be. Up 1, coming to the last 11 minutes. Now he hopes the emotion, the crowd, the jubilation can carry them in a death dome.
Chris Mills comes back in. Womack leaves. Williams comes back, and Stokes leaves. Othick is out, and Reeves is in for Arizona. O'Neal works his way toward the baseline. This time they cut him off.
He's so strong in that lane.
Rebound, Rooks. Tipped out by Moskovitz.
Arizona really trying to force the action in transition. He never gets rattled. I'll tell you, Lute Olson, you talk about Mr. Poise. What a leader. If you're a papa out there, you'd like your son to play for this guy.
Brooks inside. He gets the foul on O'Neal. That's 4. A little pump fake did it.
We talked about that on the top of the show as being a big story. Can Shaquille O'Neal stay out of foul trouble? He's had a history of getting in foul trouble. Here's the good entry. See, that's the good angle, the good entry. Now look, see, he leaves his feet on the head fake. Positioning, he has to learn how to play positioning. The toughest adjustment for kids coming into high school, to me, are big people learning how to play the proper defense inside. Position defense.
Brooks can't get it. Singleton's going to come back now, and O'Neal's going to go out for LSU.
Bill Walton came in to work with him in those areas. He's going to have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar work with him after the game tonight on a hook shot. Hey, Kareem, to me, is the greatest center in the history of college basketball. You can talk about Russell and his defensive game and Bill Walton, but pure, consummate post play, Kareem, to me, was the best.
11:26 to play in the ball game. LSU 54, Arizona 53. Arizona with no scoring today from outside. None of its guards have done anything. Rooks turns.
Oh, that's interference. That only happens internationally. You can get away with that. Not a good play. Look at him, he's coming over to us. He's pointing to us like we can help him out. I can't help you, Brian. Can't help you. He wants us to look at the monitor. Look at Brian. He said, help us out.
I don't know. That ball could have been off. It bounced out, but they didn't call the other one. Why call that one? Singleton.
They're in that matchup zone.
Moskovitz takes it into the middle and loses control, but Arizona still having trouble finding a handle and finally get it with Muehlbach. Chris Mills for 3, no. Williams inside, clears it back. Rooks.
That was an excellent two-man play. People really wouldn't put enough emphasis on a great pass by Reeves. The excellent bounce pass into the big fella Rooks down inside.
Sean has 12. Singleton lets it go from the foul line. Good. Arizona still trailing by 1, and the ball now at 10.5 minutes to play in the game.
Singleton hits that big perimeter shot. He played center as a freshman with Chris Jackson.
Williams on a lob.
Simple little screen and roll. Throw the ball up to Williams. He has the explosive step to the goal. See, right now they got to use the clock a little bit. They're playing without O'Neal. Not a good play. Not a good play, Keith.
No iron on that one.
Shot the ball too quickly.
Bounce pass ahead to Rooks.
I'd get a timeout.
Foul.
I'd get a timeout. Dale's really being put into a tough position right now to make that decision when to bring Shaquille in with his 4th foul. Nice pass by Muehlbach. Solid bounce pass. Look at Rooks running the court at 6'11". Solid offensive player who has to learn how to be a little bit more aggressively in terms of rebounding.
No foul. Substitution. Hansen back for LSU. Hamming is in for LSU. He's the 7-foot Dutchman, and he just got a basket.
I like his little touch. I watched him last night against Little Chapman College, but at least he had that nice little spin jumper in the lane. I think he can give Gale a few quality minutes.
Bad pass by Rooks. Picked up by Sean Griggs. Long court. Pass it back across the court. You can lose it. They go inside to the Dutchman again, and he misses. And he gets it.
I think
4 big points.
I think they can get some QT, quality time, out of that big guy, Hammond.
4 big points right there. Keeps LSU in front.
Oh, that's a block. Oh, that's a poor call. That's a block on Hammond. There's no doubt about it. That was a block on the LSU big kid. You make the call out there, fans. I got one eye, so I don't see that well, but you tell me he's not blocking him right here. You don't tell me he didn't bump him. Woo!
Yeah, it's been very inconsistent officiating, I think. Singleton puts it in there.
Singleton with that explosive first step to the goal. The elevator man, the high riser.
They lead by 3 without O'Neal. They have the ball.
He can shoot it. He can shoot it. Timeout, Lou
whistle stops it on the baseline. It'll go against Singleton.
See, right now, Lute is waiting for the TV timeout. Remember, in a TV game, you only have 3 timeouts. Hammock wants the ball. Look at him. Good head fake once, twice. He gets Williams up, stays with it, pumps 3 more times. He's going to earn himself some playing time. Great coaching move by Dale Brown to take Hansen out to rest him a little bit, because as a good shooter, you shoot with your legs as well as your arms, and I thought he was fatigued. I thought it was a great move by Dale Brown.
You've got 8 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the game and a 5-point LSU lead after that little burst.
If I were Dale, I'd try to hang on to the 5-minute mark until I get Shaquille on the floor. The winning time in the last 5 minutes. They should try to use some clock with each possession in a half-court game.
Briggs forces the shot. And they're going to give the ball to LSU.
That's a break right there, but let me tell you something. Lute can't be happy with that, but Dale Brown can't be happy with that shot selection and that possession. Right now, they got to use some of the 45-second clock. Buy some time with the lead and your big star on the sideline.
Here's your big Dutchman. Won't get it this time. And finally, Arizona handles the ball cleanly. There's been an LSU hand in their face, clawing and scratching this entire ball game.
I'll tell you, these LSU kids came out playing hard here today.
That's a bad pass by Arizona. 7:58 to play in the ball game. Back after this message and a word from our ABC station. Four-point lead, LSU. Time remaining on the right-hand side there. Situation is this. Fouls, you see, the Tigers have 8. The Wildcats only 5. Arizona 3 timeouts remaining. Tomorrow, a special edition of ABC's Wide World of Sports. The most grueling of all, the Bud Light Ironman Triathlon World Championship. The world top male gymnast for the all-around gold at the World Cup. Coverage, 4 Eastern, 3 Central, and Pacific. ABC's Wide World of Sports.
7th foul, you go into the bonus. The 10th, you get the extra bonus, 2 shots after the 10th on a free throw line.
Singleton lets it go, air ball. Rebound, knocked away. Othick has that ball tipped away by Griggs.
You got to bring the ball out, set up for the good shot, be patient.
Griggs lets it get away. Williams has it. Pass ahead, look out for Mills. The Wildcats having trouble with that LSU pursuing defense all day long.
Trapping Williams inside.
Forces the shot and doesn't get it.
Had the poor angle on that shot.
Singleton. Nope. Rebound Mills.
See, I think their game plan now without O'Neal. I think their game plan, as we watch Rooks taking it up to the goal.
That's a bad shot. He should have gone around the man and gone to the baseline.
She's really sloppy play by LSU now with the basketball. Arizona as well. As I said a little bit earlier, Keith, at the 8-minute mark, I think if you're Dale Brown, you want to try to get Shaquille at the 5-minute mark. At the 5-minute mark, the winning time, bring him in. You got the 4-point lead, 6:44. Dale comes in now. I would wait an extra minute and 44, but Dale's had so much success. He knows his people better than I do.
6:44 to play in the game. 4-point lead, and Mills will go to the foul line.
See, I thought in the game plan, sitting on that sideline, if I'm Dale Brown, if you look at Chris Mills, if we have the transition and the 3-on-2, we shoot the ball. We got elbowed in him out, got a stitch. But if you don't have the 3-on-2 and you're 5-on-5, I think you got to use the clock.
When O'Neal went out at 11:26 to play in the second half, LSU led by 1, 54-53. He comes back at 6:44, and they lead 65-63 as Mill makes the second free throw.
LSU lost a real tough game to a good Villanova team in the Hall of Fame Classic down the stretch. See, right now, I think every possession, you got to really think of option number 1 and try to create some angles and get the ball up to O'Neal.
They've got Stokes inside on O'Neal right now. won't go. The rebound taken by Muehlbach, the little guy inside. Chris Mills handling in the corner. That's a three short off the front iron, and the rebound to Rooks.
Rooks with that good hustle, shows some aggressive play, going for the rebound. Again,
another one. Basket by Rooks.
That's been one of the negatives if you critique Sean Rooks, that he wasn't an aggressive rebounder. Good job by Rooks.
We're tied. Pass to O'Neal. Foul call.
Look at him. He says that's unstoppable. Just throw it up to me. Just throw me the rock up in the air. Just flip it up. I'll finish it off. I'll finalize it. There's the spin move. A little spin move to the goal. Single reverse, and there it is. There's a second look. See the single reverse? They flip it up. Great hands for the catch. And you can grab the rim to protect yourself in a scoring maneuver.
Ryan Williams coming back now, and Sean Rooks will get a breather at 5:54 to play in the game.
Rooks getting that little rest, as we talked about earlier, that asthma problem. Stamina was a problem early in his career. He's really worked on really
important play to give the lead back to LSU by 3.
See right now,
Stokes staying in with that 7 feet of height. Mills on a drive, fine play.
Great play by Mills, showing his versatility. You know, Shaquille has 7 consecutive double-doubles, baby.
26 times so far. That's Griggs on a drive, and he's fouled by Williams.
Williams is crying too much. He's got to just play basketball. He's such an emotional young man, and really has improved. He has improved tremendously. 2 guys that were transfers, talking to each other, Mr. Mills and Mr. Williams. 3rd personal foul on Blind. You know, expectations mean so much. Last year, LSU had so much in the way of expectation, and it added to so many problems. They were 23-9. This year, they're not expected to be the leader of the SEC, and they could really create some problems for people. Georgia's got an outstanding team.
3-point lead for LSU over the number 2 team in the country in the recent poll. Pass a little high and lost by Optic.
They tried to run a little back screen. As Reed Olson looking over numbers, very calm, and I believe that reflects your ball club. Poised down the stretch.
They haven't handled the ball well all day, though. One of the reasons has been the clawing and scratching LSU people.
That's an amazing move, Keith. That is Akeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He's heading into the big leagues, but his career is over here, and he'll be one of the greats in the NBA.
Stokes enters. And it's back to 3.
I really believe, Keith, barring any kind of injury, we are watching the making out here of the next superstar that will arrive in the NBA. I mean, that is frightening. That is frightening. That is frightening, my friend. That is awesome, baby. That is awesome.
4.5 minutes to go in the game. And the ball is roaring. Williams inside.
Nice look to Brian Williams. Sloppy play on the inbounds of the basketball. They got to bring it out and look for the high percentage shot now. Throw it up to Stokes. He was wide open.
Bad pass again. Poor ball handling by Arizona. Inside O'Neal. That's what he's working on, a little jump hook.
Yeah, he's got a class set for him tonight with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just on that shot.
Chris Mills trying to go behind the back, and the ball comes out and rolls loose, and it'll belong to Arizona at 3:45 to play in the ball game. LSU leading by 3 points. Watch this.
He's 18 years old, people. He's 18.
Break your arm, you got caught in that one, wouldn't you? The game has been tied 8 times, 17 lead changes. Arizona 25 turnovers, LSU 16. They got a
Try to get O'Neal out of the game and jam the ball right at him immediately. So they can go to the last 2 minutes with him on the sideline.
Inside, Muehlbach.
Good move by Muehlbach. He knows O'Neal's not going to really try to make the defensive effort. Good movement without the basketball. We're going to the
game now, 74-73 LSU.
He used the clock, tried to get the good entry inside. Oh, they had him on a reverse of the ball.
Rainbow by Henson for three.
He has now got his stroke. He has his legs. His legs are into his shot.
Stokes foul by Singleton.
Not a bad foul by Singleton because Stokes had the great angle for the jam. Now he's going to make him go to the free throw line.
Time remaining, 3:05 in the game.
See, O'Neal's going to try to deny right here. Remember, he's got 4 fouls. He's got 4 fouls. He's got to play heady. Here comes the rotation to help and the reach in by Singleton. Shaquille O'Neal, Keith, is better, as I told you off the air, than I ever dreamt. He's better than I even anticipated coming here.
Roberts left now. Stanley Roberts left and went off to Europe someplace. Did O'Neal not profit by the fact that the other 7-footer is gone?
Well, he's over in Real Madrid. I think he's really profiting from the fact that they're looking to him a little bit more this year because Chris Jackson was such an outstanding one-on-one player. Can't stop him in there. See, he knows that he is the man. He is option number 1.
Yeah, but Stokes is squawking, and Stokes has a very good reason to squawk here because the guy pushed him off and then took the pass.
They're letting him play. I'll say that. The one thing is these officials are allowing them to play here. There's the flip over on top. Now he holds it. He hesitates. Oh, he gets bumped from behind.
Yeah, he's fouled. There's no question about it. But the point is he pushed off before the pass came in. And that's been happening a lot.
Are you trying to say they're protecting the
I
big
am
guy?
saying that very plainly. Yes. At least I get the feeling sitting here watching it, and I have no reason to say anything other than what I see. Brooks inside, takes it down on the floor, and that may very well have cost him because LSU will come out of there with the ball.
See, he wants the ball now with each possession. That's a sign of maturing as a player. He wants the ball. He wants the ball.
That's a great play.
And he knows what to do with the ball. I'm jumping out of my seat, Mr. Jackson.
7-point LSU lead.
You don't see this in football.
Mills with 3.
That's why he's a special player. Special players make
First
the big
one
play.
today they've made.
Yep, but special players make the big play down the stretch. See, right now,
Offit trying to beg a call, can't get it there. Singleton inside. Give it to O'Neal, and he is fouled by Rooks. Or Mills, take your pick.
I think Shaquille O'Neal has sent a message across America on national TV today that I am flat out the best big player in the United States. I mean, if there's anybody going to argue after this performance today, and he sat out so many minutes because of foul trouble, injuries. John Flaherty right here refereeing. He was the ref in that controversial call in the national championship game with Seton Hall and Michigan. He called the foul to put Ramil Robinson on the line. I think John's one of the premier officials in the game.
5-point LSU lead. The 10-point win for the Cadets of Army in their annual football game. 82-77 LSU, a minute 55 to play in the game.
And those numbers don't tell the entire story.
O'Neal has taken over the ball game with 4 fouls. Inside Rooks. Slapped out.
No chance.
LSU has it.
They got numbers. They got numbers. Flip it up. All right. Smart play.
Henson goes in. Ball deflected. Slapped around. Wildcats get it. And a foul. Foul is on Griggs.
Dale Brown said earlier today, told us 5 minutes before the tip-off, I have that feeling, Dick. I have that feeling. And I'm telling you something. The team they're playing against. He's a master with the microphone, isn't he, Mr. Jackson?
Well, let's start throwing things out there, and
right.
innocent people are going to get hurt. He runs this place. Don't ever doubt it.
Well, what about jumping in at the press conference in football with Mike Archer?
Yep.
There's a TO right now by Mr. Brown. He jumped in at the press conference and went after the media, said, you guys are the reason that this guy is resigning right now.
The important thing at this particular point in time is if you've been watching the game, you now know why they call them the Fighting Tigers. And with a 1:25 remaining on the clock, LSU is leading by 6, 83-77.
I don't feel it's over yet. Remember, with 1:25 and a three-point shot, you're looking at 2 possessions. Also, right now, Arizona is certainly being tested. Arizona, without a doubt, is one of the premier teams in the United States, irregardless what happens here. This has been a history of LSU, emotionally charged for the big game. He passed us out a sheet today that documented all his big wins at LSU in an emotional game when he was in the role of David.
We saw them beat Nevada, Las Vegas last year, right here by 2.
I think 2 years ago was a big one when he beat Georgetown.
Yep.
They didn't have the kind of personnel.
Next Saturday, ABC Sports offers the New York Life champions, top 30 money winners, senior PGA Tour, playing for $1 million. Then at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, and Pacific, ABC Sports offers regional basketball. UNLV running Rebels at Michigan State against the Spartans, or Kenny Anderson and Georgia Tech against the Temple Owls.
I think Michigan State's certainly going to bounce back. They're too talented. Lost early, but Steve Smith's such a great player. Hey, let's not send any crying towels for Mr. Dale Brown, because let me tell you, he's got some players. When you could start with this guy in the middle. See, Keith, I've always been a believer that offensive and defensive basketball efficiency starts in the lane. This man has been a devastating, dominating force in the lane.
This is what's impressive to me now. He scored 13 points since he got his 4th foul.
He came in and really wanted the ball.
So he totals 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 block shots. But 13 of those points since he got his 4th foul.
LSU better not be celebrating right now, because Arizona has been tough, making it tough on the entry of the pass if he converts these 2 free throws.
Well, the burden's going to be on Singleton, Henson, and Pugh.
They're going to get a lot of pressure right now. And LSU has to be intelligent. If they don't have the open layup and the numbers.
Ball's on the floor. Arizona's got it. And they roll it out of bounds.
See, LSU's got to play intelligent right here. If they don't have the numbers, they have to use some of that shot clock.
It'll be Wildcat ball. No, it won't either. It'll be LSU ball, because Arizona rolled it out. What I thought.
And Arizona's going to face guard the guards, and they're going to put the big guy on the baseline to bother the entry. See, Shaquille's got to post up to the open area.
Ball luckily comes back to T.J. Pugh. Henson fires it up, doesn't get it. Ball flying around and a whistle, and it'll go to Arizona.
See, even though he was wide open, that's not a good shot by Hanson. Even though he's a good shooter, right now the clock is what you got to utilize.
1:10 to play in the game. Inside Rooks, he pushed off and got away with it. Gets the basket.
There goes the timeout. See, right now, both coaches show their coaching ability in a strategic situation. Good ball by Ludosis. Score, get the timeout. Not a good decision by Mike Hanson.
83-80 and the time 1:04. The finish could be spectacular. Interesting that Dale Brown dealt more with the human factor. No X's and O's. He talked of his people as people. Are we going to win it? Do we want it? How much do we want it? Listen.
They ain't going to do nothing. Wait, are we going to win this? Are we going to win it?
He's pretty good with the people factor.
He's a master motivator. When you talk about the great motivators in college basketball, he's certainly one of them.
Arizona trying to trap backcourt.
See, Shaquille's.
They get away. Foul is called on the LSU man. Singleton reaching, grabbed an ankle.
Shaquille was wide open. Arizona had 5 guys up court, wide open. Nobody looks up court. I mean, he had an unmolested jam.
All alone.
See, right now, in the last minute and 25, when they were up 6, I pointed out to you, Keith, that this game's not over because of the scrappiness and the intelligence of this Arizona team. They know how to play the game at the end of a game.
Othick makes the first one. He does get 2. They're over the 10 foul limit.
See, that shot by Hansen can really hurt Michael.
It's a 1-point ball game.
Who sat out last year, a good shooter, but that's not what Dale Brown wanted. He wanted him to kill some time.
Into Griggs.
Spread the court.
Singleton against Williams. Foul, Othick.
He's a 70% free throw shooter. Singleton has an excellent touch.
He will get 2.
I'll tell you, I've been so impressed with the performance, though, by the LSU kids, because when I looked at Arizona earlier this year, I'll be very honest with you, Keith, I didn't think there was any chance whatsoever, as good as LSU is at home, for them to be able to hang with Arizona, because I thought for sure they would get O'Neal out of the game, but the LSU kids have hung tough.
Big free throw by Singleton with 48 seconds to go in the game and a 2-point lead, LSU.
I mean, he was telling us,
number 2 against number 18.
He was telling us this morning at breakfast, he thought that Arizona was one of the best teams in the last decade. That's what Dale Brown said. He was setting us up. I said to him, not the last decade, certainly this year.
40 seconds to go. Rooks fumbles the ball. O'Neal picks it up.
Now they're going to
throws it away.
Bring the ball out. Bring the ball out. There was a foul in the corner on Hansen. They mugged Hansen.
Almost threw it away. But with 32 seconds and the foul in the corner, that may be enough at 85-82.
Dale says, I love you, Mike. I love you. Maybe he's speaking in Spanish. His mom and dad are in Madrid. He has dual citizenship. But I'll tell you better than that. You know what he has? There's O'Neal now. He's going to come up with the ball. Look at O'Neal. He's made every big play. And there's the Wes Unseld-style flip out. Oh, great athletic ability to save that ball into Hansen. What a play athletically. This is automatic. Put it down, Keith. He's a great shooter. He's a great shooter. He's automatic. It's in the bank. He hasn't missed a free throw yet this year. Am I jinxing him? He hasn't missed a free throw show yet this year. This is automatic. Look at those eyes. They tell a story. The great concentration. Now they should go in his zone. Just go in his zone. Pressure the ball on the perimeter. Take away the 3. It's over. Shot to the rack. And here's another big W for Dale Brown. A master. Say what you want about X's and O's. The name of the game is to communicate, to motivate, and to inspire. And Dale Brown inspires. Look at shot. He says, I got 4, but it doesn't matter. He says, Rooks, get it out of here. And you get it out of here too, Mills. Who else wants to try me? You got no shot with me. I'm the best in America. He's so good, Keith. He's so good. You're laughing. You want to say it. I know you do.
Well, I don't question his ability. The only thing I worry about is whether or not at 18 years of age, he's ready for all of this.
Well, that's the price. That's right. He better get ready because it's real. It's real, and he has to deal with it. That's part of maturing as an individual in life. I mean, you can't hide the facts when you're that talented. America can see it. I have one eye, and I can see it.
21 seconds and a 5-point lead, and he has taken absolute control of the game in the last 10 minutes.
Those are unbelievable numbers, and he's missed a lot of time. This is a big free throw right here. That's a big free throw. See, right now, 2 possessions. They can tie this game with a deuce
Othick
here.
puts it up, won't go. The rebound knocked out by Rooks, and that should do it.
Arizona, I think Lute Olson will be a little bit disappointed with the way they executed down the stretch. but knowing the class guy Lute is, he'll sing the praises of Mr. O'Neill.
Mills had his hand on it. Q comes up with it.
There it is!
Back to
It's
O'Neill.
over! It's over! It's over! Look at him dancing! Look at Dale Brown! Look at Hanson! What's he giving me fun? Hanson's shaking my hand. Look at Shaquille doing a dance. College basketball. It is stupendous. It is awesome. Take a look at this, America. Take a look. 7-1. Woo! Nelly.
Eight-point lead. This one goes into the W column for LSU. Greg. It's over.
Here's Dale Brown. Kissing the crowd. Celebrating jubilation.